Winter storm pounding San Diego County, bringing wind, rain, and snow. We are tracking the latest weather conditions, including some of the closures and messes on our roads. It is already creating this morning. ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
Good morning to you. I'm Jim Patton. Great to have you with us. And we have team coverage this morning tracking the storm from wind and rain on our roads to the snow in the mountains. First, let's go to ABC 10 News meteorologist Megan Perry with a look at the weather conditions right now. Megan.
Oh boy, it has been a stormy day for us. It started this morning and the winds never let up and they are howling out there. Look at Coronado right now. This looks like something you'd see in Florida preparing for a hurricane about to make landfall. You can see the big waves off on the coastline and look at all the palm trees just whipping around in these extraordinary winds that we're seeing all across the county. Just to the south of us in Mexico, a thunderstorm just popped up. And I will say outside of San Diego County, there have been several thunderstorms. So far, we've missed out on them, but there is that potential for a few thunderstorms as we head through the day today, especially this afternoon. And the winds are going to remain strong into the afternoon, into tonight as well. In fact, some of the peak wind gusts that we've seen all the way to our coastline, nearing 60 miles per hour at Solana Beach, Mission Beach, and Oceanside, seeing gusts over 50 miles per hour. Up in the North County inland, the Elfin Forest, 48-mile-per-hour winds, and it is just not letting up. We're seeing gusts well exceeding 30 miles per hour up and down the coast, including in downtown at 36 miles per hour. They're also in Ramona and in Descanso. And a high wind warning is in effect for the coast and desert areas until 10 o'clock tonight. There's also a wind advisory for the inland neighborhoods until 10 o'clock tonight. We're looking at isolated gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour. Here's a look at that wind advisory in addition to the high surf advisory that we have along our coastline for those huge monster waves. And I'm going to be pinpointing how long the wind will be with us, when the rain and snow will taper off, and what elevations down to 2,000 feet could see snow tonight when I come back with your full forecast. Jim?
All right, we look forward to that, Megan. Thank you. And the wind really has been as much of the story as the rain with this second storm. ABC 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie joining us live at Petco Park, where it forced the closure of the county's vaccination super site. And Mary, what are they telling people who show up there?
So there is a line of cars just over our shoulder here, people showing up for their appointments. No other way for them at this point to have gotten the message that the site is closed. So they're telling them that they're trying to be careful, trying to be cautious, and that's what's prompted the closure is the wind. We've had gusts come through here, and one of the officers said that one of the tents has already blown over. So this is a precaution, of course, for safety, that these tents are there to protect the volunteers and the staff, as well as those being vaccinated from the sun and the rain. But also now the wind getting to be a problem. They've closed it for everybody's safety. Essentially, they've said they're going to reevaluate a bit later today. The tents, we were told by UCSD Health, they're reinforced with concrete, but the wind gusts near the coast right now, they're strong enough to bring huge trees down. So this, again, is just a precaution. But the wind by the coast, we're seeing gusts, as Megan mentioned, 50 to 60 miles per hour, bringing down some huge trees. A giant eucalyptus tree went down across lanes along North Torrey Pines Drive. Crews had to work there to cut it into pieces to get the street reopened. The intensity of the storm bringing on huge whitecaps over the ocean, bending palm trees as well. The wind not limited either to the coast. We had trees coming down in Spring Valley on top of cars, and another one in Ocean Beach as well. So we've heard reports of hail, and there's debris scattered everywhere. The cleanup really won't be able to start until the storm's passed, although there is that third storm waiting just a couple of days behind it. Now, here back at Petco Park, they are telling everybody who is in this line that they can come back any day to the vaccination site here, any day, any time, and they will honor all of the appointments. But obviously, there are a whole lot of people who have not received any other mention from the county that the vaccination site here at Petco Park is closed for now. They said they'll reevaluate it about noon today. Reporting live, Mary McKenzie, ABC 10 News.
Mary, got to be frustrating. You brave the weather to get there, and then they turn you away because of the weather. Wow. All right, Mary, thank you very much. And just some of the mess being caused by this storm, or some more, we should say. This was the scene on the northbound 805 in National City just before 5 this morning after a semi-truck hydroplaned and then crashed into a car and jackknifed, caused the semi's fuel tanks to rupture, leading to a hazmat situation and lane closures for hours. Both drivers didn't appear to suffer any major injuries. And the wind also causing problems this morning. Take a look at this carport that collapsed onto about a dozen cars in Point Loma. Tree fell on the side of the roof, causing it to come crashing down. Some neighbors tell us that they woke up to that loud crash. No one was hurt, but it does appear that some of the cars may have been damaged. In this winter storm dumping snow in our mountain areas, ABC 10 News reporter Marie Coronel has been live in Julian all morning. Marie, welcome again. How's it looking out there now?
So, Jim, it just started snowing very lightly again. It's still very cold and it is still windy. You can see behind me the roads and the sidewalks, still a mushy mess. It still is pretty to look at, but also not the best conditions to drive in. For the McFarland kids, this is why they came to Julian. Being able to throw snowballs at each other topped the list.
Very epic.
Becoming a birthday wish come true for Alana, who's been hoping to celebrate in the snow.
Her birthday wish for the last 5 years has been to be in falling snow.
And Julian got just a little bit of everything Monday morning. From snow, freezing rain, hail, wind, and blustery cold weather, all creating a beautiful winter wonderland to look at.
Oh, it's so nice. That's what I loved about it. We didn't have to travel too far, and here we are enjoying the snow.
But it also created dangerous conditions on the slick, wet roads. All morning, crews worked to clear out the snow from the streets. Driving conditions some wanted to avoid, instead deciding to stay the night before to play it safe.
And we just wanted to be in the snow for a couple of days, so we came up last night because we knew today was going to be really stormy.
If you do decide to come out, remember chains are a requirement, and this is also a friendly reminder, clean up after yourself to make sure that this community stays clean. For live from Julian, Marie Coronel, ABC 10 News.
And I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. If you can refrain from driving at all today, I would definitely highly recommend a lot of activity out on your major highways. We have high wind warnings still in effect along the coast, as Megan mentioning. Roads are still very closer to those inland neighborhoods, and we're dealing with ice and snowy conditions. Most of the activity, though, is happening towards the east end of town. So if you're traveling through Palomar Mountain, we have a new crash that is causing traffic to wind down to one lane headed towards the Julian area on the 79, just at the 76 interchange. Something really important to point out, a car parked into another park was on chains. So again, serious conditions, folks. Be very mindful and drive slow through these mountain areas. Again, majority of the slowing is through Julian and Mount Laguna, because we are, as Marie just showed us, still dealing with very snowy conditions. They are required, except for four-wheel drive cars with snow tires, and this is on the 79 between the 8 and the 78, and then east of Alpine as you're rolling towards Imperial County. High-profile vehicles and trailer travel is strongly not recommended. I'll let you know what some of those drive times through those mountain areas look like. Jim?
Vanessa, thank you very much. Also concerns for small crafts out on our waters. We already got a taste of that over the weekend. Strong waves and winds loosening this boat from its dock and sending it straight to the sand in front of the Hotel Del. There is a gale warning in effect until Tuesday night. Reminder of a common problem we usually see during and after storms: sewage runoff. Beach closure has already been in effect in the South Bay after Saturday's showers. It extends from the U.S.-Mexico border to Seacoast Drive. Sewage runoff from the Tijuana River Valley is flowing out to the ocean, raising bacteria levels in the water. Swimmers and surfers are recommended to stay out of the water for at least 72 hours after it rains. We'll stay on top of the storm as it moves. You can keep track of the conditions in your neighborhood through our ABC 10 News mobile app, available for free in the App Store and on Google Play. Turning to the coronavirus pandemic, a sign that things are moving in the right direction as stay-at-home orders across California are lifted. Officials with the California Department of Health lifting the order for all regions statewide comes as case rates have been improving slightly and ICU capacity in some of the impacted regions now above 15%. With the stay-at-home order lifted, counties will return to the color tier system to determine what businesses and activities can open. We are expected to learn more during Governor Newsom's press update today. You can catch it at noon, right after ABC 10 News midday. And here are the latest cases here in San Diego County. The county reporting more than 1,600 new cases, bringing our total to more than 227,000. 31 new deaths also reported. So far, more than 2,300 San Diegans have lost their lives to COVID-19.